Hello young artists, welcome back to another episode of Art for Kids Sunday. Today we're going to be drawing a Halloween witch. So without further ado, let's get started.
So today, as usual, I have my sketch pencil, I have my eraser in case we make mistakes, and the colors that we're using today, we got quite a few today. We got red and orange, black for our outline, a light green, a yellow, a purple, a brown, and a pink. So those are the colors we're going to be using. Let's set those to the side and let's get started on our witch. So the first thing what we want to do is we want to make her head. And her head basically is going to be a circle. So what we're going to do, we're going to think about where her hat is going to go. Her hat's quite tall. So her hat is probably going to be about this much. So I'm going to do her head about right here. So about like that is good. So mine's a little bit ovalish, I guess, in a way. It's not a perfect circle, but it's close enough. So that is step one. We got our head in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put her hat in. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up about 1/3, I guess, of her head. So maybe let's make a curved line going across her head about like that. And then we're going to make it come up to like a triangle. So about like that. And then we're going to make it curl. So we're going to make a little curly mark like that. And then we're going to bring it back out, getting bigger as we go. And then we're going to take this side up. Actually, you know what? It's going to probably come about closer to the face. So about like that. I'm going to cut off this edge here, because the hat doesn't come out from the head that far. So there we go. We have our curly witch's hat. And if you want to, you can go ahead and erase this top of her head part, because that's not going to be seen. So I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. And put this hat back in just about like that. And put in her head a little bit more where I can see it better, I guess. About like that's good. So that is step 2. Let's move on to step 3. We're going to put in her hair. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and put her ears in first. So maybe just a little circle there. And a little circle there is fine. So what we're going to do for her hair, we're going to come out of the hat here. And then we're just going to make it kind of wiggle around. And the thing is, you want to make it stop about right here on her face. So about like that. That's the hair on the left side. Now let's do the hair on the right side. So we're going to come out the top of her ear. It's going to go behind her ear. And then it's going to come out and just going to wiggle it again. And we're going to stop right there under the face again. Okay, let's do her bangs next. So I'm going to come out from the top of the ear right here. And we're just going to make a line that comes down and goes up. I'm just going to make some kind of jagged hair that looks like bangs hanging down here. I'll just do a bunch of little triangle shapes, and then we're going to finish up right there at the top of the other ear. So just like that. You know what? I see something I forgot here. On the hat, we forgot the band, so let's go ahead and put that in now. So just make a curved line, and then another one right on top of it. Just about like that. That's good. Okay, so that's step 3. Let's move on to step 4. We're going to put in her dress next. So let's start from the bottom of the face here. Not, it's come over a little bit from where the hair is at. And we're just going to make a straight line going out like this. And then we're going to make a sleeve. And then we're going to make it go back up just like that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to come about there. We're going to come out, make a sleeve, and then go back up just like that. And then for the bottom of her dress, we're just going to come, we're going to flare out about like that to a point. And then this side too, we're going to flare out. But on this side right here, we're going to put in a little curl like we did for her hat. So just curl it up like that. I think that's good. And then this side here, I'm just going to kind of wiggle it. Wavy wiggle until we meet up with that line over there. So just like that. Let's put her hands, so they're just going to be little circles. Just about like that. And we'll put in a hand right here. And I think that's good. That's step 4 done. Okay, let's move on to step 5. So we're going to give her a broom. So it's going to be in the left hand over here. We're just going to go up, make a little curved line, and then come back down, just like that. And then it's going to come out the bottom here too, just a little bit. So about like that. And then what we're going to do is make a line going across that comes out on both sides a little bit. And then we're going to make it come down like that. And then we're going to come out again all the way down here to where the floor might be. And we're going to wiggle that broom on the end and then go back up just like that. And we're going to have a little band here in the middle, just like that. Okay, and that's it. That's the broom done. So let's do step 6 next. So we're going to put in her eyes. So let's do a perfect circle if you can. Best you can. Right there. And then we'll do another one way over here. So her eyes are going to be spread apart pretty far. Just like that. And then we're going to do a mouth. So let's do kind of a smile like that. And then we're going to come down and connect it like that. We're going to have a tongue. So let's put like a little curved line right there. And let's put a little triangle nose right there. Okay. So next what we're going to do is we're going to put her belt in right here. So let's do a square here in the center of her dress. And then do another square in the middle of that. And then we're going to put the band that goes, the belt part that goes across. Just like that. Okay, so that was step 6, and that is the conclusion of our sketch. I think she turned out really good. So let's move on into the coloring process next. And I think the biggest coloring part is going to be the black. So let's start with the black, and what we're going to do is we're going to color her hat, not the band. So just this part and this part, and then the dress, this part and this part, not the belt part. All right, so let's get that started. Okay guys, we're back. That took quite a long time. Next what we're going to do is we're going to do maybe the green part next. So take our light green and her face, her ears, and her hands are going to be light green. So don't do the mouth and don't do the eyes. Okay, we're back after the face. It's done. Let's go ahead and let's do her hair next. So her hair is gonna be this orange color right here. So just the hair. Alright, we're back. We've got the hair done. Let's go ahead and choose our yellow color next. So we're going to do the broom. So just the bottom part of it here. Not that little band. So we're going to leave that for our brown color. And then we'll do the top part right here. Okay. And then also, the little buckle here is going to be yellow. So the outside square. I'm going to do that in yellow. Okay, and that is all the yellow. So let's do purple next. So purple is going to be the band of the hat and also her belt. There we go, and then let's do the belt. Nice. Okay, what else do we have? Let's do the brown. So the brown's going to be the broomstick. And then that part right there, and then the little band that goes across is going to be brown also. Alright. And if you want to, you can kind of put some little brown lines like that to give it some texture. Okay, that looks good. Let's do our mouth. So inside the mouth, red, not the tongue. There we go. And then the tongue is going to be the pink. Alright, and the last thing is get your black again. We're going to color in the eyes. And I think I might leave a little white dot for the shiny part of her eye. So just color all around it except for a little white dot. Just like that. Okay, let's do our outline in and then we will wrap this up. I'm going to do her hair first. But you can do anything first, it don't really matter. We're just going to put a black line wherever we got our pencil lines at. Do that ear right there. Okay, around the mouth here. Okay, and then the tongue. There we go. Nose. I'm going to go around the eyes here. Just push a little harder. Okay, and then finish up the hair over here. There we go. You can see she's starting to stand out now. This always is the part that brings everything together. There we go. That's nice. Okay, let's do her hat. So again, on the black parts, you might have to just push a little harder to get a outline up against the colored black part. Alright, and then the band that goes across. There we go. Okay, let's do the dress part here now. That's good. Alright, and just like that. And this sleeve over here. And let's do her hand, this hand, and then the belt. There we go. Okay, let's get this broom in. There we go, guys. Our Halloween witch is complete. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Join us next week for another Art for Kids Sunday. Thanks so much for all your support. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And with that, I will see you next week. Take care.